Hi, I am April Del Pilar, and I am here to talk about ensuring sound macroeconomic policy. In line with the effort of laying down the foundation for inclusive growth, a high-trust and resilient society, and a globally competitive knowledge economy, Chapter 15 of the Philippine Development Plan 2017 to 2022 incorporated the goal and effort of the government in ensuring sound macroeconomic policy, which falls under the two pillars: pagbabago or reducing inequality, and patuloy na pag-unlad or increasing growth potential. Over the years, the country has experienced several challenges which contribute to further elevate the government's fiscal deficit. These include: first, a slowdown in international trade will likely persist given the subdued global economic outlook. Second, there is a growing trend toward inward-looking policies and protectionism. Third, intensification of competition in the global market heightens the difficulties faced by the sector. Fourth, rising global uncertainties will have an implication on the borrowing costs of the country. Fifth, higher investments in infrastructure, social services, and innovation will require more fiscal space. Sixth, the tax system is inequitable, complex, and inefficient. 7. The absorptive capacities of national government agencies need improvement. 8. Overall, local government units or LGUs remain dependent on the Internal Revenue Allotment or IRA. 9. Other sources of fiscal risks remain. 10. Despite widening networks, there are persistent geographical, human, institutional, and infrastructure-related barriers on access to financial services. These challenges are detrimental in fostering economic opportunities and growth. Hence, there is a need for the implementation of strategic framework suitable to address these challenges. In Chapter 15 of the Philippine Development Plan 2017 to 2022, there are three subsector outcomes that will be pursued. First, responsive, strategic, supportive, and sustainable fiscal sector. Second, resilient and inclusive monetary and financial sectors. And third, strategic external trade policy regime. In achieving these three subsector outcomes, there are strategies that will be implemented. To achieve responsive, strategic, supportive, and sustainable fiscal sector, the government aims to improve revenues through reforms in tax policy and administration, increase local sources of LGU revenue, encourage the private sector to engage in public-private partnership schemes, increase budget share of social and infrastructure sectors, formulate and implement expenditure management reforms, and enhance debt management through the medium-term debt strategy. Second, to ensure resilient and inclusive monetary and financial sectors under the monetary policy, the plan of the government includes maintaining a flexible inflation targeting framework through the interest rate corridor or IRC system, maintaining a market-determined exchange rate and sufficient international reserves to better insulate the economy from external shocks that could disrupt the pace of economic growth. Pursuing regional and international cooperation to prevent and manage future financial crises. Under the financial policy, the government aims to promote financial stability through macro-prudential measures, strengthen the effectiveness of financial inclusion initiatives by focusing on the efficient delivery of microfinance and microinsurance products and services for Filipinos, including those who live abroad. Encourage efficiency and innovation in microfinance and microinsurance for the domestic market. And develop the legal infrastructure for Islamic finance. For strategic external trade policy regime, the goal is to: first, expand market access and diversify export products and markets by pursuing strategic trade partnerships and maximize opportunities in bilateral, regional, and global integration. Intensifying marketing and promotion of Philippine goods and services and increase market intelligence. Intensifying market intelligence and exploring new markets for Philippine exports. Second, increase the competitiveness of Philippine exports by minimizing the cost of production and delivery of goods and services through reforms, improving the quality of goods and services by adopting best practices and successful business models in production processes, encouraging and supporting innovation in the country's export-oriented industries through investments, developing human resources and improving institutional structure, and enhancing resiliency to disaster and climate change impact. Third, enhance trade facilitation and strengthen linkages and connectivity by reviewing and implementing laws, rules, and regulations to reduce the cost to exporters and importers as well as facilitate and streamline procedures for engaging in trade. Fostering forward and backward linkages across sectors through the value chain approach, providing adequate infrastructure and logistical support to achieve connectivity. Implementing strategies is not enough to conclude that the country has attained our collective vision when it comes to ensuring sound macroeconomic policy. Hence, there are indicators and targets that have been set to monitor the attainment of the subsector outcomes. Through this, the actions of the government towards ensuring sound macroeconomic policy will not be put in vain, resulting to a stable environment conducive to investments that will promote and foster economic growth.